Como é que é, malta da pesada? Estamos aqui de volta para mais um episódio de Dragon Age da Veilguard. E estamos aqui na Docktown porque terminamos o episódio passado aqui depois de fazermos uma missão da Nive, onde andamos aqui por Docktown e a conhecemos um pouco melhor. Estava agora a pensar, a gente acabou mesmo à frente de onde era a missão principal, mas entretanto renascemos, já voltámos ao jogo aqui na base desta guild, desta faction, que nós também somos, e eu agora estou-me a esquecer, Shadow Dragons. Mas eu queria ir à Lighthouse ver se temos algum diálogo com a Nive, porque provavelmente temos. Infelizmente eu enganei-me, não devia ter clicado no... Devia ter vindo ao mapa e simplesmente ter clicado aqui em vez de ter entrado pelo Illuvian.
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drinker, but he'd murdered the neighbor's cat, so for the cats... Anyway, you and Rook had me worried, but it ended happy.
And when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me. Tragedy sells in Marathas. More story? Better chance things go sideways.
Did you see the headline? Minrathis?
A candelab. They carry messages through the city.
Always good to see you in here, Rook. Come back anytime.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
Parece que temos aqui combate no meio de Minrathas.
Ranged attackers!
Vamos então fazer combo.
All set.
Olha, mudei de arma por alguma razão.
They're stronger than I was told.
Let's finish this.
They're taking us.
Time to finish
Eu não
this!
sei o que é que acabou de acontecer ali nesta última interação. Para nós termos levado dano, mas ok.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where would you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned.
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Vamos lá então. Aparentemente Grey Warden está aqui dentro. Ou vários.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. You're a shadow dragon, I hear. A criminal organization of Tevinter insurgents. I was not surprised to learn that you are wanted for numerous offenses, including theft, murder, and wanton destruction of property.
Theft? You mean rescuing enslaved people? Murder? You mean the Venatory cultists who enslaved those people?
And destruction of property?
Just felt like it.
Fine. All I want to know is how a Minrathous crook unleashed the Blight.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elgranon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Este é o Dorian do Inquisition.
Magister Pavis? Your timing is impeccable.
A flawless entrance, I'd say.
Thanks for the rescue. I don't think I could have survived a Grey Warden prison.
A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Maevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
I've heard other Shadow Dragons talk about you, but your relation to us was never entirely clear to me. You one of us? Or just a powerful ally?
That depends on your point of view. Perhaps you've heard of the Lucerni.
Lightbringers, a political faction pushing for change in Tento.
Started by Maevaris and I, yes. After she was framed for treason, the faction was dissolved, ostensibly. Maevaris Tilani is not a woman who surrenders easily. She just took the Lucerni underground.
Oh. Bring the light.
She protected me. Kept my name spotless so I could remain in the Magisterium as her eyes and ears. So, one of you, or just an ally? Which do you think?
The First Warden's a problem. If he won't help, I need him to stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Minrathous lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Parece que a Belara e a Nive estão juntas novamente. Vamos lá ver o que é que elas estão a falar antes de falarmos com o Varric.
There's something on your mind.
It's just Demeta's Crossing. I can't stop thinking about it. Those people. What if it happens again? What if it's happening all over right now and we just don't know about it?
Something happens somewhere remote. It could take a while for word to get out.
Nev?
What? If we pretend it's not possible, we might miss something.
I just want to help, but this... it's all so big.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay, let's see who's in our corner.
Normally, my advice on befriending abominations would be don't. In this case, just keep an eye on him.
Aqui está a falar do Lucanus. E não há nenhum diálogo novo, por isso vamos passar à missão principal. Não, vamos ter mesmo de ir pelo um caminho novo nas Crossroads, se não aparecer aqui para irmos lá diretamente. Mas temos de ir ao Anderfels. Eu não sei onde é que é isso. Exatamente, nós nunca viemos aqui por este lado esquerdo. Se calhar, como vamos ali, podemos fazer aqui esta missão.
Are you one spirit who moves around, or different spirits who all look the same?
As needed, dweller.
Right.
To other shores.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the fade going right to your bones.
Heights of Atham.
Darkspawn, let's clear them out.
All right, everyone. Ranged attackers.
Come on, man.
Done.
Rook takes credit there.
Às
If
vezes,
the Darkspawn are here, the blood in this island must be running wild.
Then we'll just have to deal with it.
às vezes não funciona os skills que eu quero. É um pouco irritante. Já está aqui uma estátua.
So, how well do
Another
you
of
know
those
the
Fen'Harel
Viper?
altars.
Because I've heard things
Oh? What things?
like no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know.
Ok, eu não sei porque é que a minha personagem foi atacar aquela inimiga. Everyone else has left. With the fate sundered from the physical world by this new veil, it's harder to reach this place. And people want the safety of home. They say the Avanuris are gone. But I promised the Dread Wolf I would help. My work here isn't done yet. I'll stay as long as I can.
Every time we destroy a blight growth, I feel like I need a bath.
Eu tenho aqui duas passagens. Acho que vão dar as duas ao mesmo sítio. Diz-me que a missão principal é por ali. Oh shit.
See that? Bad guys.
We're under fire. How's that?
On to you.
Rook gets that one. Made it through that one.
Nice, temos uma revival shard. E está ali outra cena da Final bro. A gente já vai ali. Não era para esse, bro.
That's a win, Rook.
Still alive? Still alive.
Ok, também já completamos aquilo da estátua. Temos outra estátua lá em cima. Mas para chegarmos lá acima, tem aqui umas escadas. Mas, exatamente, vai dar onde eu quero. Vamos ter de ir dar a volta toda. Ok, eu não estou exatamente onde eu pensava que estava. Ok, voltamos mesmo ao início. Acho que aquilo é um daqueles bosses maiorzinhos. Aqueles de nível 20 para cima. Aquela árvore de Blight.
There's a problem.
Look out!
Lucky shot.
Vamos completar a primeira
Another of
estátua.
those Fen'Harel altars.
Eu ainda não percebi muito bem o que é que estas estátuas fazem. E parece...
Another tendril gone. Don't let it get on you.
Glacial Loop. Kill damage. Ok, então só nos resta prosseguir por ali. A menos que isto... Tem luz lá em baixo, é certo.
Look at those crystals. Why does it feel so familiar? It's like part of me has been here before.
That's not growing back.
These bones.
Unbind this path, dweller. Seek what is hidden.
Ok, então tivemos a perder o nosso tempo aqui. Oh! Ok, já sei o que é que era o Fen'Harel Altar. Quer dizer... Eu não ativei aquele... Antes de nos ir embora, vamos... De que maneira acho que não dá para subir aqui. Eu ainda queria ir ver aquela árvore novamente. Deve haver ali
Company, get ready.
blight qualquer.
Now there's a nice shot.
I'm sorry Bataris got away.
You win some, you lose some.
Would you like me to get you something? Tea? Cake? Arrow in his temple? Whatever you need.
Fala aí, é para ir prosseguirmos. Ah, e a missão que eu queria é por aqui.
Over there, another entryway like the one that took us to that Solus memory. Wait, what happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade, more like a dream or
Disrupt and conquer.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus, whatever happened in this memory, he was personally...
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
Fight for Solus? I guess as long as it gets us to the truth.
Mais uma memória do Solus.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp. Okay. Think like a spirit of disruption. We're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
That's the last of them.
Por que é que estes recrutos são todos nível 1?
More enemies, go!
They bring the strength of the Fade!
Bro, mas os ataques deles com o escudo são bué annoying. Este.
We're almost through to their citadel, and the Evanuris know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard, and prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them!
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast! For victory!
The gods send aid! This is as far as you go!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me?
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached this Citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanuris.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
Let's see what this fragment can tell us.
Muito bem, mais um quest. E passamos de nível. Já estamos a nível 20? Não. Por isso vamos pôr aqui o Control Abilities. Agora, podemos voltar a pôr o Warden's Best Friend e podemos continuar a explorar o que tem aqui. Não parece que dá para passar por ali, infelizmente. Ok pessoal, já descobri o que fazer aqui com isto. Podemos aparecer perto, de ir para perto da árvore e aparece a quantidade de Darkspawn que a gente tem de derrotar. E onde é que estão os restantes Darkspawn já agora? Possivelmente será no mapa inteiro aqui dos Heights of Atham. Ok, descobri e ao mesmo tempo não descobri.
I keep expecting one of the floorboards to break.
Let's not linger here.
Sendo assim vamos continuar e depois voltaremos lá. Isto é interessante que vai lá ter aqui então aos Evanuris. Ok, já descobri o que fazer na árvore. Basicamente, para conseguirmos fazer aquilo de forma eficaz, é basicamente sair e entrar no fade. E para dar respawn aos Darkspawn e farmarmos até a nível 50. E depois dá-nos um anel bastante interessante. Ou seja, poderá ser útil farmar ali aquilo. Possivelmente farei isso no final deste episódio. Ou do próximo, sendo que vamos para uma área nova agora. Ok, só precisamos de ir com um porque vamos ter então um novo party member. A Warden's best friend.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I can imagine.
What have you come to talk about?
The elven gods are changing the Blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the Blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change? Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
That the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Hassan! Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
We don't smell that bad. It's the tent.
Blight? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's caught a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Davrin and
That kinda
Hassan.
sounded like a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own.
I love him already.
He spotted something.
Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands?
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
I'm falling. Warren Whittler. Fire damage. Sure, bruv. We scoured the Weishaupt libraries and found nothing useful for training griffons. The archivist said all griffon texts were lost or destroyed over time, which means Remy and I are starting from scratch. We'll approach this like a falconer would and hope griffon instincts are the same.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention.
No. Isto também está no Dogtown. Esta interação.
That's impressive. You teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them.
Captain's Heater. É bastante bom, mas ainda não temos a habilidade desbloqueada. Por isso não vou utilizá-la imediatamente.
Hold up. There's the Darkspawn. Let's get in there.
I hate fighting Darkspawn. Something in me just recoils from them.
That's why it's a job for professionals.
Ok, tenho de ir ali destruir o outro. Exatamente.
Remy, where are you?
Ram is in bad shape.
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them.
Tínhamos de alinhar a imagem no escudo com os escudos na parede. Inicialmente pensava que era alinhar a estátua uma com a outra.
No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
Hassan? Is that Elven?
It's Elven for arrow. Elby grows into it.
More darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloomhowler. It's going after the other griffins.
There are other griffins?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this.
What's all this?
I wondered what happened to them. They're mine. I like to carve.
How'd they end up here?
The griffins. They take things to make a nest. Or play pranks, I don't know.
They're so cute. Today we received a message from Wysop that warned us about some manner of monsters stalking Grey Wardens. They're concerned for the Griffin's safety and are sending another Warden, Davrin, to keep guard. I hope the Griffins like him. They've known few people in their short lives and can be temperamental bunch when they put their minds to it. This shrine is erected in recognition of the much-missed Warden Bruno Wayne. He was not only a knight of great prowess and courage, but an artist who lifted his comrades' hearts with his crafts. He used his boisterous voice to encourage and inspire us, and he listened with kindness and attention to all he met. Warden Wayne is greatly missed by everyone who knew him. We would not be here without his good work.
Good job.
Satisfied quack.
Watch out, Rook! Darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Hassan can help with the...
That next weekend.
Fight.
Watch out, one more to go. Big one!
I see it.
Oh, that's our big one. Holy shit, bro.
What was that?
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there.
Alrighty.
The elevator's behind that blight. Let's get through it.
Foi daqui que a gente veio, sim.
Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Not unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
The Wardens told you this?
I told them, but your first Warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
Why does the Gloomhowler want the griffins?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after Wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of Darkspawn? These griffins are a secret.
Crookitail, courageous warrior, slayer of archdemon Anderfels, and beloved friend of Garharel. Boss fight?
Hi? Keep moving. The area's not far.
Ok, eu queria fazer isto, mas ele não saiu. Not bad. Uf. Um bocado assustador esta queda.
That was the last one. Damn it, it's Lancet. I want this thing's head on a pike.
Alright, vamos lá ver.
What is that?
Meet the Gloomhowler. Exploding Darkspawn? What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
Parece que ainda não vai ser agora a fight.
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
Agora, se calhar a seguir. Oh. Não gosto disto. Quem é que fez isto?
More griffins!
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, Highness. Calm down.
Oh, right, que é isto? Okay. Podia ter corrido melhor e podia ter corrido pior.
Heads up. We've got one more dark spot. Mean looking.
Definitely mean. Definitely mean.
Yellow you want.
Ainda não estamos a nível 20. O que é que vamos pôr então a seguir? Fire damage e... Max burning stacks. Detonates weakened, já temos também. Ok, seems good, o deflect. Recovering from knockdown. Davren. Yes. Mais alguma coisa? Não. Podemos avançar então. Yes, you're not taking these griffins, for sure. Eu quero ser amigo deles todos. Quero ser amigo deles todos imediatamente. Ugly bitch.
Their blood is mine.
So it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden. On both of you.
No one needs to spill anyone's blood. We just want the griffins.
They were never yours.
Pensava que ele ia fazer uma piada, não ser um coninhas. Perdoem-me a expressão.
Mortal threats are a dull blade.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
I need a monster hunter for the blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
The first warden is wasting time, treating this like any other blight. We can't wait for him to take action.
Going against Weishaupt's orders?
I don't have a choice. There are powerful mages behind all this, and we have to hunt them down.
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back...
Yes.
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends.
He's so cute. Não acredito que aquele bicho levou os 12 griffins, bro. While seeking an ally in the Grey Wardens, the team met Davrin and his young griffin, Hassan. But disaster struck when a terrifying monster, the Gloomhowler, stormed the griffin eyrie and kidnapped Hassan's brothers and sisters. Davrin agreed to join the team on the condition that they continue to hunt the Gloomhowler and rescue the missing griffins. Sim, se eu não consigo recuperar os 12 griffins, este jogo vai ter uma péssima review.
So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice... What's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
Blighted dragons. 2 of them. 1 for each city.
Damn it! So the dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
All right, what do we know?
2 dragons at once has to be the gods behind it.
Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
You're a shadow, Dragon Rook. You know the Viper, Tarquin, every damn shadow. We'll fight to the end, but people will get hurt, or worse. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
If we decide to...
Damn it! There's no time! It's my city. Our city. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
Oh my god, tenho de decidir agora. Eu já vi uma cena sobre isto. Will help Minrathous. I don't know, civilians, bro. Civilians. Tipo, político? Civilians. We gotta do that.
We helped Lucanus in Treviso. We have to trust that the Shadow Dragons can take care of things in Minrathous. That said, 2 of you should join Nev there. See if you can help. And we'll head to Treviso.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, alright?
Oh. Why does he look like that? Inspect. Ou seja, quem eu não escolher detonates, applies standard. Can I inspect, please? Okay. Invulnerability applies overwhelm. Shit, this sucks. Grants invulnerability for a short period. Taunts enemies in the area. Does not affect some of the strongest boss enemies. So it sucks, bro. Oh, it doesn't suck. Mas conosco, tipo, ele não é bom conosco. Por isso, nós vamos com o Lucanus que dá applies standard. E esta dá detonate standard. Esta não. Belara. Bravos, eu tenho de acabar o episódio.
Listen, the dragon! The Antam brought it here somehow.
They're fighting Cross and saying the dragon will break our meaningless resistance.
Bastards!
Bem, basicamente, também deixamos a árvore para trás. Ok, eu escolhi Treviso por causa dos civilians. Acho que foi óbvio ali a minha escolha, mas eu queria escolher a Nive. Vamos ver em que é que isso resulta depois no final. Mas a escolha certa era esta, era salvar civilians. Ok pessoal, espero que vocês tenham gostado deste episódio. No próximo temos então aqui o On Deadly Wings. Até logo!